What is going on, everybody? Mack here, and in this video we're talking about Destiny 2 and its plans that Bungie are going to set in place in the next couple of months to the new year at springtime. So like they did before in Destiny 1, they kind of brought out a expansion just before the new year. So they brought out the Dark Below before anything, but they also did a rehaul when the Taken King came out, which is kind of what they've put on this post. Now all of this stuff that I use will be in the description below, so you can go check it out for yourself. Now this was done on the 27th of the 10th 2017, so this is a couple of days old, but nothing has been changed on their post. So without further ado, I'll get straight into it. Bungie is working to improve a fix for Destiny 2 in an effort to address complaints from fans who have grown disgruntled in the 7+ weeks since the game's launch, the studio said yesterday. This far out from Destiny 2's debut, the game's most dedicated players have blown through just about everything there is to offer, and they're hungry for more. Meanwhile, now that the shine of the immediate post-launch period was worn off, it's clear that there are many issues with the game's loot drops and overall reward economy, among other areas, and of course, there are plenty of quality of life improvements that players would love to see. One of the biggest ones I've noticed and seen a lot of on Reddit is the ability to swap between multiple emotes on the fly. Now I too have seen that. I think that's something that would be really, really cool. I think it would be really fun. A nice emote wheel, just pop, put it in there so I can have all my emotes all ready whenever I want to use it. That's fun. I don't have to go to the tower and go, hang on. Boom. Pow, pow, pow. I've got the 6-shooter out. Do you know what I mean? Or I've got the flip the table one with the ramen bowl. Or the ramen one, or the salt one. Having that all at once is a really good way of, having things. I think you guys would agree. I think that's just a good thing. I don't think there's anything against that. I think it's pretty good. To carry on, Bungie's live team is working on that feature and other updates. The game director Chris Barrett said that the studio's weekly blog post yesterday, "We are always thinking about where the game is heading next," said Barrett. He's subsent on the planned changes to Destiny 2. So these are a list of things that I'm assuming they've planned to do, but this could just be stuff that's written down. Who knows? I believe this could be, legit stuff, because it sounds like they did this before. New systems and rewards give our most engaged players additional optional pursuits, better incentives for players who complete challenge prestige activities, better rewards and replay value for strikes, adventures and lost sectors, private matches for the competitive community we are targeting early of 2018, Crucible tuning and adjusted supremacy scoring and better spawning rules, better incentives for completing Crucible matches and penalties for quitting competitive games, continued improvements to Iron Banner and faction rallies including uniqueness of rewards, changes to the make mod economy more interesting and impactful, ongoing improvements to exotics including adjustments to reduce instances of duplication, new ways to spend surplus currency and materials, looking at legendary shards, an emote interface that allows players to equip salty, spicy rum with 6-shooter and flip out all at the same time. Barrett noted that the studio is still figuring out the specific timing of the updates, and some of them are higher priority additions than others. An emote wheel is something that players have been asking for since launch of Destiny, the original one. Bungie added private matches to that game with the Rise of Iron expansion in September 2016, but Destiny 2 players will have to wait until next year. The Crucible in general could use some work. The shift from 6-person teams to 4-player squads put greater emphasis on what's known as team shooting, which has made it less fun to go it alone. Bungie previously acknowledged that there were problems with the reward structures for the limited time faction rallies and Iron Banner events. Destiny 2 offers a wide variety of activities, but the reward economy is out of whack for many of them. For instance, you get the same level of loot from public events as you do from strikes, but the latter requires much larger investment, and the prestige version of the Leviathan Raid and Nightfall Strike don't offer rewards to compensate the difficulty. Hell, even if you get an exotic item, the chances are it's already on your collection. The benefit is that you would no need to spend legendary shards on printing a copy of that existing exotic, but then what will you buy with them? These kinds of issues that only come to surface weeks after and weeks of play that are very difficult to see at first. Less than 2 months after release, it's nice to see Bungie acknowledging that these problems exist, and it's encouraging to see the studios being specific with its plans for improvements. Nearly every item on the list is designed to address a particular gripe, and that type of development that games like Destiny are known for. Destiny 2 was a great launch, but it hopes that it'll be much better a few months down the line. Now, I am all for having a brand new, update, bringing loads of nice new stuff in, actual progression in the game now that we're stuck months down the line. I just don't see how that is going to please people. Now, the April update for Destiny 1 pleased a shit ton of people. It made things relevant again. It made PoE relevant. It made... It just made certain things relevant again, and all these new updates they did near the end of Destiny 1, made everything relevant again. Vault of Glass, they made Crota, they made PoE, they made every Destiny 1 raid relevant again. But they did it at the end. Why not? Why are you not making everything relevant now? You need to make everything relevant now to keep those people playing, and that's the idea. Your game is a huge game. It's classed as an MMO FPS, and you need to be constantly updating. Take a page out of Blizzard's book. You're on Blizzard's platform. You need to be constantly updating. They update every Wednesday, even if it's just a hotfix or even it's just a little update to something that's minuscule. They are constantly updating, and Bungie is a massive company, and I believe that Bungie can do it. I don't believe they can't do it. I think they need to focus more on listening to their players, and getting their information and bringing it to the game and releasing it on, even if it can't be done weekly, a bi-weekly thing, or something that allows someone to go, okay, but there's going to be an update in a couple of weeks' time. I'll stick around for that. I'll see what happens with that. If that's good, then I'll continue playing. Do you know what I mean? Yes, okay, I compared Destiny to WoW. WoW has so much more stuff in it, but at the same time, it's the concept of having an update. Having an update every 2 weeks is probably something that's going to be very beneficial for Destiny 2, especially with players that have done everything. It gives them something new to do. It gives them something new to go back to. It gives them something to work towards. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please do leave a like down below. And don't forget to leave a comment as well. Tell me what you guys think of this. Subscribe, because it really helps me out and it tells me that I'm doing something right. And don't forget to click the bell, because obviously that lets you guys know when I upload. It gets straight into your notification boxes. We also have a Patreon. You need to go over there and support if you'd like to. Yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.